check their website for their live music schedule, tapbcs.com. Luch, one of the bigger weekends, recruiting-wise, of the year for A&M, as they're less than a week away from signing day. Quick reminder for those of you here in attendance and staying listening abroad, it's we will have a signing day show. So next week, Beliucci Hour lunches on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we will have a signing day show here, looking at only probably 3 additions to the A&M class, and then the unfortunate, well, not unfortunate, it's unfortunate for y'all, but the timing of Javon Shepard's announcement that he put out on Twitter yesterday is that he'll be committing on announcing his decision on signing day at 1 p.m. So as soon as we go off the air, Louis Bellina will be your source for that breaking news, Luke.
I doubt it.
No.
I doubt it.
But
he'll be announcing shortly after we do 4 hours of radio that day, so it works out good.
Let's start with 2019.
Okay.
Those 3 spots, are you feeling any better about any of them? I'm still not confident enough to.
I like A&M's chances with Chris Russell more than I did a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I think, Anias Smith probably sees – well, yeah, but I like their chances there.
Yeah.
I think Anias is okay, let me start by saying this so you don't jump into all of them. All of them, none of them are set.
Right. That's
literally none of the 5 or 6 or whatever are set. I feel better about their chances with Chris Russell than I did several days ago. I feel less encouraged with Javon Shepard than I did several days ago. I think A&M's got work to do to get Christian Williams. There's Anias Smith out there, but I think he's also realizing the situation and is kind of looking around at some other things as well. And then Braden Mowry, is he going to be close enough where they use one of those spots on him? It's really interesting to follow because there's a couple of things at play here. First of all, I'm not where you're at, where I don't expect Javon to end up at Texas. I think if you made me pick today, gun to head, I would say Texas, but ever so slightly. I think really the way it's played out still has been kind of what you and I were led to believe would kind of happen through the process. The only thing is I think as it gets closer to this Texas visit, I think maybe people like myself, like you, maybe people in Brighton, who knows, would have thought that maybe that final visit to Texas wouldn't have gone through. But that's actually always been his plan.
It's always been scheduled, but coming out of his visit from A&M, there were more than whispers of him not taking that visit.
Yeah.
And I thought, if he didn't take that visit, for sure A&M was going to get him. And listen, this is just my gut talking. It's what I put on the site last night. And it's essentially what we've been saying, Luch. Like, this thing is going to swing back and forth.
You drive by it, everybody. That's when they lost their mind. You got to kid glove this group. If it's not
back
good
and
news,
read it. I never said I'm hearing that.
If it's not good news, you got to kid glove it. That's why I had to come in last night and clean up your mess, so to speak.
Thanks, Mom.
Bronny, I don't fault you for that at all. But you do know that the mentality of the board, and it's disappointing to see right now how everyone is just ready to call it such a disastrous close. A, that hasn't happened yet. B, everyone's just conveniently forgetting that if you're going to sign like 26 and the first 23 had you ranked as a number 3 class in the country with multiple 5-star guys, and you'd love to have closed with 3 5-stars. We knew that was never going to happen. One of the 3 is a 4-star pass rusher, maybe that A&M and everyone else has wanted the whole time anyway. It's not like this. I don't think it's going to be. But if you consider the last 3 of a 26-man class, one of which is a 4-star edge rusher.
If Braden Mowry was uncommitted right now, and A&M got him, would your reaction be different on signing day?
He's rated higher than he's like Jeremiah Martin from last season. So everybody this is it's just it continues to amaze me how quickly everyone wants to think that this thing's not going to work or it's the end of the world, and you focus so much on what Texas is doing, which I focus on too, but not above A&M. I focus on the Longhorns a lot for two reasons. Number one, their fan base on social media is the most annoying band of cowardly losers, like people that I wouldn't want to spend a second of my time even talking to. If they came up to say hi, I'd say I wouldn't stick my hand out to shake it. Like that kind of scum. That and the fact that it is like you're fighting for Texas recruits. You know, so momentum shifts on the recruiting front matter. They matter to the Leals and the Richardsons and the Whittingtons and the Demuses and the Evans and all these guys. They all watch it and pay attention to it. So from that standpoint, I think it is worth following, keeping tabs on.
Well,
and
regardless if Shepard signs with Texas or not, let's not let that gloss over the fact that A&M dominated the Longhorns in-state this year.
Okay, right now, in all honesty, Texas' recruiting class is very good because of what they've been able to do out of state. And they're not making any apologies for it. It might come back to get them down the road if USC gets their act together, UCLA, and all of a sudden they start to keep – it's so easy for those schools to keep Southern California kids at home. It's so easy.
USC's
all they have to do
they're in a huge mess right
all
now.
they have to do is not suck, and they both suck right now. And that's hurting them bad. Once that stops, this dries up. Now, Tom Herman might be like, I'm not going to worry about what happens 2-3 years from now. I'm worried about So, you know, he's getting to Gabriel Floyd and Brew McCoy, which I still think there's going to be some repercussions for because I think Texas tampered like a you-know-what, son of a what on that, and there's going to be something to come out there. But they have a good class. But here's the thing. In-state, the reality, and I've gone through it, and 100% reality no matter what, is there are two guys that I believe A&M would take that Texas has committed in-state today. I think there's two.
Tyler Johnson,
who A&M wasn't overly high on. They were slow to offer, and definitely had him behind Javon and Kenyon at the position. But I'm going to include him because I think he's that good. And I think were he out there today, A&M would be fighting like a dog to get him. You know the other one.
Whittington.
Yeah, Jordan Whittington. That's it. Now, you might go and say, you know,
Devondre Sweat had an offer, but it wasn't for long.
But I'm saying who would they want in their class, legitimately want. There's two of them. Rashawn Johnson, at a time, hell yeah, but I don't think Jimbo Fisher would want him as a developmental passing prospect over Calzada.